Yeah, this is what I want to take a look at with y'all because we covered the Bobby Schmurda tour being canceled, and you had the promoter that came out and said that he sold 10 tickets on average per show. Whether that's true or not, who knows? But they got into it over promotion. We saw the text messages. But here you got Ray Daniels breaks down why Bobby Schmurda only sold 10 tickets per city and had to cancel his tour, festivals, and killed touring for artists. Now, Ray Daniels is somebody, when it comes to a topic like this, I'm going to listen to. He's a very accomplished, very successful record executive. I believe he owns his own company as well. And when people are in the field for X amount of time and they actually have added to the field, been successful in the field, done things, made moves in the field, their opinions have weight. So let's see what he has to say related to this Bobby Schmurda situation.
Have killed touring for artists.
Mm.
Because look at it like this. Like, see, it's the problem. Like, we be doing all of these events and festivals and everything, and we just assume that people and they just charge these astronomical amounts of money and assume that people can afford. So pay attention. Coachella, shout out to Rashad from EYL. He was saying that Coachella, 70% of the people that went to Coachella bought their tickets from buy here, pay now, buy here, pay later. That's how messed up things are right now. So when you see Bobby Schmurda selling 10 tickets per set, it's like, how is Bobby gonna make money? So this is why I've been going crazy on the internet, because you got somebody like Bobby Schmurda, talented kid. He signed to Epic. Shout out to Shot Money for signing him. I was there when he was at Epic. I worked there. But, you go to jail, you come back, everybody's excited for you, and the celebrity is out there. Everybody's treating you like the celebrity. Festivals have killed touring for art. You like the celebrity, like, oh my God, Bobby Schmurda. And it gets to your head and it really makes you think, because they're treating you like a celebrity, they'll pay to see you. And as a matter of fact, every day we have options where we want to spend our money, where we want to go.
I gotta pause it there. This carries into the arena that a lot of y'all met me in, and a lot of my peers that are still there grinding. There's a lot of battlers and sometimes league owners as well that need to understand this. There's a difference between somebody watching you, rocking with you, talking about you, following you on Instagram or Twitter, a million times, versus actually spending their money on you. The same person that has a million followers on Instagram, this could be somebody from the record industry, this could be a battle rapper, this could be whoever. If you have a million followers on Instagram, try it out, see how it works. Post up a t-shirt, with maybe your brand or your logo or whatever, and say, hey, million followers, here's this on my Instagram. I need y'all support. I need y'all to buy this t-shirt from me. And they're going to be on sale for the next 30 days. Of that 1 million followers, what percentage of people do you think is going to buy that t-shirt? Now, if you're Rihanna, shit, the number I'm about to say is actually a big number. Maybe 10, 15%. That's a big number. If I could post to 1 million people, buy this t-shirt, Rihanna maybe could get like 10, 15, maybe. That is a big number. So if Rihanna is going to get like 10%, maybe. Now let's come down. Let's use somebody smaller. Let's say a Cameron. How many followers does Cameron have on Instagram? Let's take a look. Where's Cameron's Instagram? I think that's a good example because I want to come beneath a Rihanna. Cameron has 3.2 million followers. All right. Let me do it on my calculator real quick. I'm gonna do this quick math with y'all. Let's do 3.2 million times 10%. How much money is that? That's 320 grand. Right? I should have known that without the calculator. That's 320 grand. I say that to say, if it's that easy to make 320 grand in 30 days or this month from putting up a t-shirt, to my 3.2 million followers, everybody would be doing it. You'd see it rampant. You'd see it a mile a minute. Everybody. Okay. So Cameron is not Rihanna. What percentage do I think of his 3.2 million people on his Instagram would buy that t-shirt if he puts it up for 30 days on a 30-day sale? I'm going to guess 2%, maybe. Maybe. See where I'm going with this? Dare I now go into the battle rap space, which is the smallest industry and the smallest artist that I'm discussing so far. A battle rapper that has million view battles on YouTube or 500,000 view videos on YouTube or 50,000 followers on Instagram. Can they sell you something? Can they sell you a t-shirt today? I can answer how much pay-per-views they can sell you. I've worked with some of the biggest battlers that haven't sold shit, let alone a ticket to walk in the building or a pay-per-view that costs $40 or $50. Spending money on an artist that entertains you or that you follow or that you rock with versus just following them and watching them is night and day. And people never understand that. League owners on the battle rap side, be careful of who you think are the people that are charging you an amount of money that you're going to recoup because you've been watching them on YouTube and you know how popular they are in battle rap. It's a difference between somebody saying, all right, bet I got you. Let me go spend this $50 on pay-per-view. It's a big fucking difference. All right. So I have experience in what, Ray Daniels is actually saying here. Real talk. I do.
And because the economy is messed up, people have to make decisions based on where they at. So maybe Bobby Schmurda versus, keeping the lights on or taking my wife to dinner. I'm going to take my wife to dinner. Like I'll catch a rap.
And what's so crazy about the last point that I made is I wasn't talking about the economy. I wasn't talking about somebody choosing between, damn, I paid all my bills and now I got $500 left over. What am I going to do with it? Or $300 left over. What am I going to do with it? After I done bought my groceries, paid my lights, paid my gas, paid my rent, I got $300 to my name now until my next check. What am I going to do? Am I going to take $50 out of my $300 to watch this battle rap event? Right? I wasn't even talking about that. I'm not even talking about the economy and people getting laid off. I'm not even talking about that. I was talking about people simply having the difference of buying into their favorites and actually spending money, period. There's people that actually got it. I could use my field once again, battle rap. There's people that actually got it. They got $50. I watch bloggers sometimes in battle rap. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna spend the $50. It wasn't worth it. I didn't get, and they got it. They make it on their channels or whatever. They got the money. I see everybody telling me that I don't want to spend $50, but I don't got nobody telling me that they broke. Okay? So admit to me that you're broke and $50 hurts you to invest in what you claim is a field that you watch and you follow and you support. Because really, you got to tell me that then. I understand the factor of it's not worth it no matter how much it is because maybe the business is bad or maybe all the no-shows or whatever. I'm not talking about that. It's a different conversation. I'm just talking about, look, I'm looking at this card. Is it worth $50 based on what I see? Yes, it is. I see some of the names that's on this event. It is worth the $50. But I'm still going to catch the bootleg. Or I'm still going to just hang back and just watch the clips. Or I'm just going to check out the blogs and see what the recap was. Fuck it. Like, investing in these artists is a big difference, right? It's not everybody can go Rihanna mode and say, here's this new perfume, here's this Fenty clothing line, or somebody, a Michael Jordan, to come along and say, buy these sneakers, even though I put them out 10 times already, right? Battlers struggle to be able to sell merch. Battlers can't really sell merch like that. Leagues can't really sell merch like that either, right? Once again, or else everybody would be doing it consistently. not sporadically. Hey, I got a little pop up or whatever, consistently. Anytime you see somebody making consistent good money in a space, there's chances are you will see them doing it again. All right. So you see somebody do something for 5, 10, 15 years, something in there must be working. If you see somebody selling a t-shirt for 10 years, something must be fucking working. All right. A lot of people have tried it, it didn't work, and then you never see them do it again because a fan buying into you and spending money out of their own pocket versus clicking follow on Instagram is fucking different, B. And people just refuse to understand that.
Because it's not like you need Bobby Schmurda. See, this is what the festival thing did. This is what festivals did wrong. They gave you a misguided perception of what the world was. So if you come to Rolling Loud, and let's say you Bobby Schmurda, you go to Rolling Loud and they paid you $100K. That's realistic, right? $100K, Bobby Schmurda, performing Hot Nigga, his records at Rolling Loud. There's only 3 or 4 Rolling Louds a year. You like the celebrity, like, oh my God, Bobby Schmurda, Bobby Schmurda.
Maybe that's the play.
But what I'm saying is that there has to be a certain amount of hotness for people to spend money. And there are a lot of famous people who think because they're famous, they're hot. Famous forever. If you was famous in the 90s, we still know who you are in the 2020s. So it's not like fame, just because I know who you are, doesn't mean that you're famous for that anymore or you're making money from that. So fame fucks with you, right? You think I'm famous. Of course they're going to pay to see me. Why would they pay to see you? You haven't done it before. You have to stop what you're doing. You have to stop what you're doing to actually build an audience to tour with artists. But they getting so much money from these big festivals. They're like, I ain't touring.
Yo, he killed that line. He killed that line. There's a big difference between being famous and being hot. Being famous doesn't mean that you're always hot. If you drop the shit, if I walk past a mill right now from Rockefeller, hopefully I will know who I'm talking about. If I walk past her right now in the street, I'll recognize her, like, oh, that's a mill. I would. They said that she was allegedly working at like a supermarket or something like that after her Rockefeller days or whatever. Fame is one thing. Being hot, being sellable, being a commodity is a different ball game. And I just want to use myself. Just like Ray is saying, I fuck with Bobby Schmurda. I respect Bobby Schmurda. He does have hits. He is capable of putting out some good music. But am I checking for him right now? Musically, or tour-wise, or merch-wise? Am I checking for him? No, I'm not checking for him right now. He's not on my mind. I'm not thinking of, like, so how do you do that to a customer or somebody that says, hey, I like your music, or I've already bought into your image or your story? So now you got to make me pay attention again. You got to make me say, like, oh, Bobby got something. Go, oh, look at this new song. Oh, he's on tour. You know, like Kendrick. Of course, that's using a very, very big example, right? But there's a lot of shows from a lot of rappers that I skip. A lot of shows. Jada Kiss was in town within the last couple months. I skipped it. I fuck with, you know how much I fuck with Jada? But there wasn't anything that made me say, oh, let me stop what I'm doing and go catch this Thursday night show that Jada got going on. I skipped it, right? Kendrick, on the other hand, shit, we going to the Super Bowl. We going to his tour because I'm checking for him. Like if Kendrick, if we have a Kendrick notification that pops up right now, we on it. A upload, a video, an interview, we all on it. We checking for him right now. That's how it goes. Now, certain people can turn that on easily because their fan bases are that strong. Eminem is one of those guys. Eminem goes away. He's quiet. We don't see Eminem do walkthroughs. We don't see him doing a bunch of interviews. We don't see him doing a bunch of, you just don't really see him. But his popularity and his fan base and the amount of work that he put in, if he sticks himself out right now and says, yo, I'm outside, everybody gonna stop what they doing, right? These are Bobby Schmurdas of the world we're talking about, though. Eminem, Rihanna, Kendrick, Bobby Schmurda. You gotta hustle. I've said on this channel how many times, like, Jim Jones still gotta hustle his name. He gotta be outside. And that's Jim Jones. Jim Jones is a bigger artist than Bobby Schmurda. He got a bigger catalog than I should say, yeah. I mean, well, a Jim Jones set versus a Bobby Schmurda set might feel comparable, but Jim Jones is a bigger name than Bobby Schmurda to me. Yeah, his legacy is bigger than Bobby Schmurda's in music. Yet Jim Jones got to hit that pavement, right? He got to be outside. He got to still put in the work and do his thing and bust his moves. Bobby Schmurda, who nobody's checking for him. The last time we was checking for him is when he came home. I'm not saying any of this as a diss. This is not a diss. When I say checking for, y'all might hear that and just say like, don't fuck with or don't care about. No, that's not the point. Checking for as in, I wonder what's going on with this artist. Damn, I wish that they would drop something because I'm ready to spend my money. No, they're not checking for. They're not checking for. And there's a lot of people like that, not checking for you. So you have to go get hot. You have to go put out some music. You have to go stir the pot. You have to. I'm not saying pull some of these stunts like some of these artists do. All of a sudden, a sex tape drops before the album comes out. No, corny ass shit. But why do you think they fucking do that shit? Because they need people to start talking about them and checking for them. And then we just categorize it as the rollout, the controversy, the fussing, the fights, the beef, the drama, the sex tape, or whatever. And then the album comes or the tour comes after. Getting in the algorithms getting talked about. So I pretty much agree with everything Ray Daniels was just saying in that clip. Pretty much everything. And the sad part is people will see this, battlers will see this video and some of the stuff that I said, and they'll take it like a shot or they'll take it as a negative. Maybe certain artists will see this and take it as a shot. Hell, if I'm Bobby Schmurda and I watch this video, I don't like this video. But I'm not talking from a standpoint of negativity or getting at somebody or trying to diss. It's not about that. This is just the truth. And the moment somebody can't look in the mirror and establish the truth, if you're going to walk around lying to yourself, then you can't make money. Then you can't make money. Then you will be the person that puts that t-shirt up on your website and drops it on your Instagram, and you sell a couple pieces to your friends and family. Your cousin, your brother bought one, your best friend bought one. He's wearing it as well. He asked you to it. Hey, look, I bought one for my brother. Y'all get it too. Maybe one or two diehard fans. You look at your account and realize that, all right, you sold 8 of them. Month 1. Month 2, you sold 3 of them. Month 3, you sold none. And you're doing that expecting this big outcome because you have fame or you have followers or the work that you've done in the past. And then you get the harsh reality. You're not hot. And once again, you're dealing with fans that not checking for you in a way where you're saying, I got to spend money with this person. It's a big difference.